What's going on YouTube? Joe Miner 3131 back again with JS Miner 87 to break down the Sunday, January 6, 2019 six-game main slate on DraftKings. Games are going to start at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. It's an okay little slate. Before we get started, congratulations to everybody out there. We have hit the 100 subscriber mark. There you go. So pay attention here in the next few videos over the next couple of days. Jared and I are going to talk about it, how we're going to run this contest and get everything set up, start the contest, do what we're going to do with it, and everyone will be informed about it. So everybody be able to get in there, get picked for the contest or however we're going to do it. Jumped up on me pretty quick. I didn't think we were going to get there yet. I was expecting another week or so, but hey, great job. Great job, Jared. Everybody out there supporting us, appreciate it. And like always, if you like the video, man, give us a thumbs up. We appreciate it. Continue to subscribe to the channel, man. We appreciate that as well. And that's pretty much it. Jared, shitty night. You're okay?
I mean, you know what? I'll take like the fifth that I'm in on the one contest and get 226 back and net 26 cents. Raiders was a little bit upset. You know what? If I'm green any night, I'm taking it. So yeah, it's just low ball guys in a lot of games, right? It seems like they're even. And then it's interesting because those that are in the Slack channel, we were talking about it was Boston in particular. It was about a lineup that we were just kind of talking about plays, and the guy had Boston's second line. I was like, sometimes, to really hit that GPP win, you need that person on the second line of Boston that hasn't been scoring. And I look it up, and it's David Backes. Who scores tonight? 1 goal, David Backes. So, it's just a crazy night for depth guys.
I agree with you. Well, let's jump in here so we can get this thing busted out here and get out of here. Enjoy the rest of our Saturday night. First game up, New York Rangers heading into Arizona, take on the Arizona Coyotes. Coyotes are a -130 favorite. Over-under of 6 should be Lundqvist, and I think Hill is confirmed. What do you like here?
For me, tell you what, it's almost like a fade game here. But if I'm going anywhere, I'm going to take the chance on the Rangers side. But when you look at this, and I've filtered them down here using the wonderful natural stat trick, both of these teams, at least in the past 10, from what I'm gathering here, looks like we got 14 goals for and 24 goals against it for Arizona, and 16 goals for and 24 goals against for New York. So certainly not a potent offense from both sides of this team here. So it's hard for me to really hammer a stack on either end. But you know what? We'll first go to the Rangers here. Rangers 6-11-2 on the road. They're scoring an average of 2.5 goals for, giving up 4.2 on the road here. They have the worst penalty kill in the league, taking 3.63 penalties a game. So using that stat right there, I might say, okay, does Arizona is at least drawing 3.3. They might not convert a lot of power plays. They're actually 28th in the league. But it's a stat you tend to look for here. So let's go to New York. Like I said, I won't lie to you. New York, Chris Kreider on that first line at 5,700. He's got 3 goals and 3 assists, 10 shots. And Jesper Fast at 3,500, 2 goals and an assist and 11 shots. Those are my plays on the first line. I'm leaving out Zibanejad at 5,400, and he's got 5 shots and 3 blocks. If he doesn't get you an assist, what are you getting? You're getting half a point, a little over. You're going to get 0.66 points for a 5,400 guy. I don't think so. So it's not Zibanejad for me. You go down, the second line has been horrible. so I can't really validate anyone there. Third line, once again, horrible here. Fourth line, maybe you want to throw Ryan Strome, kind of 2,800 is a one-off. Okay. Going down to the Rangers defense, I got nothing there. And if it is Lundqvist, I only like that because for the Arizona side. So let's go over here, and I'm going to scroll down, as I said, to this Arizona power play that hasn't done too well over the course of the season, but maybe there's some love in the past 5 games, and there has been. You see Galchenyuk with 3 power play points in the past 5. You might do a pairing combination here, and only a pair, and get some value there. So Oliver Ekman-Larsson at 4,700 on that point. He's got 1 goal, 2 assists, 12 shots, and 2 blocks, and 2 power play points. Pair him up with Galchenyuk, who's certainly leading that power play charge. 3 power play points in the last 5 games, and he's only going to cost you 4,400. So those are my plays on the Arizona side, and that's all the love I have. I can't remember if you said it's Kemper or Aiden Hill, but it's Hill. Okay. Let me just go here real quick. New York's not taking a ton of shots, so being that this is the first game on the slate that we're analyzing here, let me go real quick here. Arizona, where are they at? I'm going to fade Hill because I don't think he's going to see shot volume, and I'm not sure on who's going to win. So fading both goalies on this slate, and I do think it's going to be more of a 2-to-1 type game because both offenses aren't just striking.
I totally agree with you. I pretty much agree with everything you said. I don't want no part of this game. In my personal opinion, the only plays on the Rangers side here is Chris Kreider and Jesper Fast. That's it. Arizona side, Aiden Hill is a no for me just because. I do like your Galchenyuk pick. That's okay for me. And I do also agree with you on Oliver Ekman-Larsson playing much better lately. So I wouldn't mind that at 4,700. I mean, Chychrun at 4,200, I wouldn't mind a shot there maybe. Good, pretty decent floor. So Jacob Chychrun, I play him too. So whatever, not too much there for me. Next game up, New Jersey Devils heading into Vegas, take on the Las Vegas Golden Knights. Minus 245 home favorite for the Golden Knights. And we have an over-under of 6. Kincaid in the net for New Jersey is confirmed and should be Fleury. So what do you like here?
All right, so for me, I think I'm going Vegas here. Certainly, we can look at what the Devils have done on the road, and they have now bumped themselves up to their next to last on the road. Still giving up almost 4 goals a game on the road and scoring about 3. I think I kind of won almost, maybe not so much a game stack here, but 2 guys from Vegas, maybe 1 guy from the Devils here. Looking at Vegas at home, they are 13-3-3, so they're a very great home team. 3.7 power plays per game they're drawing, and they are converting 19th in the league. Yeah, I'm going to look here at Vegas, and that's where my play is. The only thing I like about New Jersey here is there's certainly that 1 guy that I certainly see value in is one-off. Tends to be a great one-off. And but let's go to Vegas here first. That first line with Riley Smith, William Karlsson, Marchessault, and you can pair them any way you want because they all get the same amount of shots for the most part. You got the lowest guy on there has 15 shots in the past 5 games, so that's a 1.5 floor alone. You obviously do want some points there a little bit to validate some of these guys, but the most costing you 6,300. I don't see any issues if you wanted to 3-man the whole front. You do got, 6 games on the slate. Looking at these other games, you could see a full first line stack on this team, certainly. You go to that second line, certainly production there. If I'm doing the second line, I'll stack the second line completely. Max Pacioretty off of the injury. Yeah, I think he even had a goal or an assist or something last game already. So actually, he's been out for longer than that. Yeah, so Pacioretty's been out a while and he's already got a goal and assist, right? So
I'm not certain. I didn't see anything about him. I really didn't look at anything.
he definitely had at least 1 point yesterday.
He came back.
Huh?
He's only back for a game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was out long term because the only stat is he has 10 shots in the last 5 games. I'm like, maybe he missed like 4 games or something.
He was out for 4 or 5, right?
Yeah, because I can't
see 6, right? Or 7, because Peary was coming close to the 10-game mark.
Yeah, I knew he was coming. It's just
and they brought him up when Pacioretty went out.
Yes, I'll get it. So Pacioretty was 1 goal yesterday. He was the #1 star yesterday. He had 6 shots yesterday. So he had 1 goal and 6 shots yesterday. So Pacioretty is in play with Statsny and Tuck for sure. And you know what? There isn't much difference in ice time between what separates these first 2 lines. So you can even look at this second line as a first line across, with ice time. So, you know what? I'm going to be on the first line tomorrow because the second line had a good night last night. So it's second line for me more so than that, the first line. Or backwards. It's first line more than second line. Sorry. Going down the defenseman, Nate Schmidt, 5,500, play him. He had another goal last night. He's got a goal and 4 assists in the past 5 games, 9 shots, 8 blocks. It's okay. 5,500, it's a fair value. 4,800 on FanDuel. Those that are playing FanDuel, great value there. And let's keep going down. And Fleury, he's certainly a play. Certainly a play. Going over to these New Jersey Devils, who do I like? I like Kyle Palmieri. I like Nico Hischier. 1 off him, if you would like. Certainly, it was nice seeing Hischier get the birthday goal. I don't think Grzelcyk blessed us with a birthday goal today, but hey, Hischier, I will take it. Palmieri, I'll take it. So 1 off either way of those guys. That's my only interest, really. Andy Green, defensively, I think he's still a play at this point. 16 blocks in 5 games at 4,300. Absolutely. Even Sammy Vatanen here. And Vatanen might even have a little bit more value with 300. He's cost $300 more, but he does have 14 shots, 2 power play points in the past 5. So maybe it is Sam Vatanen. And sorry, no play for Kincaid for me, if it is. I know they've been leery on injury, so I don't know what they're going to do with Mackenzie Blackwood. He did leave the game last night. I know from very well experience when I looked at my DraftKings lineup, and I'm like, mother. So no goalie for me on the Devils side.
Again, we're pretty much rocking the same ideas here, I guess, unfortunately. I got me some interest in Jesper Bratt here at 3,600 from New Jersey, just because of the price. I do also have slight interest in the second line, just because of price. Wood at 3,500, Zajac at 4,300, and Coleman at 4,800. That's a pretty decent price for their production anyway. I like Andy Green. Ooh, yeah, he's still worth the 4,300. Even Sammy Vatanen, like you said there, great FanDuel price certainly. Andy Green, great FanDuel price. They don't quite value the defenseman on FanDuel quite as much, but anytime that you get your FanDuel price lower than that DraftKings price, they're always in play on FanDuel then.
You're good to grab it.
Yeah, that's about it for me. New Jersey's not very interesting, and I'm with you, Jared. No way. I don't think I can play Kincaid at all. The Vegas side here, I think Vegas wins this game pretty easily. I could easily see Vegas with a 4-2 game here. Something around there. I do have interest in Flurry if it ends up being Flurry, obviously. Marcia Salt, Carlson, Riley Smith on the top line. I like that. Pacioretty, Stastny, and I like the second line. Vegas has choice, so hmm. I like the second line. 4,900 Pacioretty on there. It's pretty nice. I like Vegas here a lot. A lot. I like Braden McNabb defensively at 3,500. Pretty decent floor there. Nate Schmidt, 5,500. It's great. Shea Theodore shooting the puck a ton for 4,100. So I do got interest in Flurry, like I said, and I get interest in Vegas all the way around. So those top two lines of Vegas for me with a defenseman or two, I mean, they're in play. Next game up on the slate, Washington Capitals. The Capitals are heading into Detroit to take on the Detroit Red Wings. Washington, a -175 visiting favorite. Over under of 6 in this game. Should be Holtby and Howard. This game could get a little chalky, I think. What do you like here?
So, well, I just wanted to say one thing before I get into this, and it's really, and it's an omen for me because as I'm going, and we talked about the birthdays. I wanted to think, all right, what about birthdays for tomorrow? And as we're talking about that game has a birthday tomorrow. Will Butcher. Will Butcher's birthday is tomorrow, and I wrote his name down. I'm going to take a chance on Will Butcher. He might be my defensive player for there. But interesting enough for me tomorrow, I like the Detroit side a little bit more. And it's, sometimes you go with your gut a little bit, I'd say, and it's strictly you got Detroit. They're 9-10-4 at home. Really, no special teams action is very good. Yeah, I think you stepped out a little bit there, but I just wanted to point out to you before we go, Will Butcher's birthday is tomorrow. Will Butcher.
Butcher.
Yep.
Damn it. I don't want to play New Jersey, man.
I might one off. I was talking about Andy Green and about Sammy Vatten, and I was like, you know what? Butcher's right under them both. Maybe that's a sign that I would need to play him. He does have 3 assists in the past 5, so he's close. But I was saying, I think I'm going to take my chances on Detroit tomorrow, especially with Mantha back now. So I like looking at that Mantha-Vanek combo on the second line and pairing them up with a Dylan Larkin. I'm going to leave Nyquist out for this one, though, because I'd really like Larkin as a one-off, and I like where the second line is a little bit more. Franz Nielsen, he's out for me. But so I like Vanek, Larkin, Mantha here. And Athanasiou with 4 goals and an assist in the past 5. He's certainly a great option as well here. I'm probably looking at this as a pair option. I'm just giving you the 4. It can certainly be that I'm going to play Athanasiou and Larkin alone. And just go with a little bit of unconventional. They don't correlate at all, but maybe that's where each of them guys get a goal, and I'm blessed with 7 points, maybe even a little bit more between the pair. So that's where I like it. Defensively here, I'm going to stay completely off the defense for Detroit altogether here. No interest in Howard here. You go over the Capitals. Let's see here before so Detroit here. Yeah, Detroit. You look at this here too. Here's an interesting stat: is that according to Natural Stat Trick, that in the past 10 games, Washington has given up 112 high danger chances, and they've given up 13 goals on those high danger chances. So I like a little bit Detroit here. But going over here to um, Washington, I'm really not on them. So I could see playing a one-off of Ovechkin as just my high-priced one-off. But you look at this Washington team; these are numbers we're not accustomed to. At first, I'm thinking this is crazy here. But you got one goal from Ovechkin, no goals Kuznetsov, one goal Wilson, one goal Oshie, no goals Backstrom, one goal Vrana, Burakovsky, no goals, Eller, one goal Connolly. This is not the only multi-goal scorer in the past 5 games is Chandler Stevenson, guys, at least on the forward front. Actually, on the whole team. I just looked at defensively too. So it's hard to really get on Washington for a stack unless you're the type that says 5 games has been too long. I'm expecting a big one against Howard tomorrow, which might be the goalie to do it. For me, I'm not going to take that chance. I'll one-off Ovechkin or I'll one-off Carlson or something of that nature here, but I don't see myself playing much Washington. Holtby, I'm not going to play him tomorrow.
I don't know what I want to do here yet. Let me go back to the well with that top line of Ovechkin, Kuznetsov, and Tom Wilson. They're still shooting the puck, man. It's got to go in eventually, right? So that's what I'm going to do here. I don't want nothing else, so I don't think. Maybe if you want to go down and grab Lars Eller, he's always good for a goal, at least a chance at a goal anyway for 3,900. I like that. Defensively, Carlson, 63, Michael Kempney at 48. I really like Michael Kempney at 4,800. It's a real good price for him. He does a lot out on the ice. So play them two defensively. I don't think you need any of that other garbage down there. Holtby. What's Holtby's price? No, I can't play. I don't think I can play Holtby at 81. If he was like 77, 78, I'd take a shot on him. Maybe even 76, probably something like that. Probably 76, I'd take a shot on him. But I can't do it here at this price. But I like the top line, man. Give it a shot. Detroit side here. I've talked about Dylan Larkin in past videos, man. I like the kid. He does everything. Look at that, 25 shots, man. He's a whiz. That cat just shoots the puck like there's no tomorrow. They get him paired up with Bertuzzi and Nyquist, so I like that. I do like that. Vanek at 3,200, I like that. I'll let the rest of this go, I think. I don't want to touch anything else. Athanasiou out at 4,700. Hey, he's a good play on the third line. I'll take that. Nicholas Kronmall at 2,900. Nick Jensen at 2,600. They're punt plays, but what the hell? You can always take a shot and punt on defense and have it work out a lot. So I don't mind that. And I don't want no Howard. Jared, could you possibly entertain the idea of maybe a slight game stack here, man?
I mean, where would you? I mean, certainly the Capitals have the firepower. We've seen them score a ton. And it's only a matter of time before they light the lamp. But anytime Detroit is facing someone that is a high caliber team or has the potential, I like that as game stack because Detroit somehow finds a way to score 3 goals if someone else is going to score 5 on them.
I'm going to dig into this a little more. I'm going to build a couple lineups and see what it looks like. I'm going to entertain that thought on a game stack here, I think. I am. Because if you look at even if you take pieces off Detroit's power play unit, like, right, Larkin, Gustav Nyquist, and Franz Nilsson, you can get away with that. Larkin is only 6,400, Nyquist 5,200, and Nilsson 3,900. You could get away with that and run that back with Ovechkin and Wilson, right? Get 5 pieces out of here. I think that could be done. So I'm gonna have to look into that. Let's get out of this game. We'll move into the next game. Let's just move into the next game. Dallas Stars heading to Winnipeg, take on the Winnipeg Jets. The Jets are a -185 home favorite over the Stars here. If we remember back at the beginning of the season, Stars were not good on the road. So let's pay attention to that, I think, especially taking on a high-powered Winnipeg offense. Over under 6 in this game. Bishop is confirmed, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, and Hellebuck more than likely in the net for Winnipeg. What do you like here, man?
Well, you know what? I'm sticking with Dallas here on a little bit of a streak here, a little fire lit under them, I think. You look here, Dallas here. Let me see where we got here. Maybe not shooting a ton here. 269 shots here. High danger chances for, though, 112 in the past 10 here. And that's a huge number against a goalie that we just don't know what we're getting out of him. So I'm still running the first line of Dallas. I'm going to chance stacking that up. I think Faxa at least had an assist or something again the other night. You look at this third line. I think you can still get away with it. I'm going to dig into this as soon as it goes over to Joe to make sure that there was point action again from these guys from last game. But I think Pitlick, Faxa, and Como had some involvement again last game in scoring action. So that third line is another good option with production of Dallas. Going down here defensively, is several defensive options from this team. You can look, Esa Lindell is in play. John Klingberg's in play. Miro Heiskanen again in play. It's just which way you want to go. I'm probably going to lean towards Heiskanen, 4,600. He's got 20 shots in 5 games. That's a floor of 2 points alone on shots. So we'll take that. Well, actually, it's 2.5 if you add the blocks in. And he does have 2 goals in the past 5. So I'm still in the Heiskanen bandwagon here, and I'll still run that as my play. You can certainly look at this first power play unit and add Spezza in. You can play maybe you don't want all 3. Maybe you'll say, I'll take Spezza at 4,100, and then I'll take Radulov and Sagan and save yourself 2,900 instead of paying for Ben. I mean, it's possible to do that. You look on the road, let's see where Dallas is now. They're 23rd on the road here. They only scored 2.2, yes, but, I mean, these are season totals I'm looking at. So, like Joe said, if they're better in the past 5, that's where you really want to narrow your knowledge at. But Winnipeg, they are a disciplined team, so I'm probably staying with that first line. Winnipeg only takes 2.5 penalties per game, and I'll throw Bud in here. They're 19th in the league on those 2.5. So there is a chance here. And you look at this power play, I mean, they've been hot. So you know what? I'm back to it. Spezza is in play. Spezza is in play if you want to do some monetary savings there. I'm eliminating Ben out of it if I do, because 9 shots doesn't look as attractive as 17 shots or 24 shots from Sagan. Sagan is a guarantee play. Sagan is the guarantee of us. Radulov and Ben, there's where your question mark comes.
Ben was out.
Is he rolled out again?
No, he was out, though. So keep that in mind. When looking at the shots, they were down a little bit. I know that. But
yeah, he scored last game, Ben.
Yeah, what?
Didn't he play last game? Yeah, Ben was out last game,
Yeah,
right?
I'm pretty certain he was out.
Yeah. So yeah, well, Daily Faceoff at least has him in. I don't.
I think I seen that he was
When did they last update this?
coming back.
It, yeah, they updated that today. So yeah, I mean, I still think Radulov shoots more than Ben, but yeah, I mean, both are viable plays. Both are viable plays, but I do favor the. Yeah, I think this is a game stack here, fellas. The more I think about this, Bishop, I do like, but where are you going? I have to think that the Penguins shutting out Winnipeg and Winnipeg coming back to home ice is going to piss them off. So you know what? I'm going to game stack this, fella. So Shifley, Wheeler, they're the plays on this other one, and Connor here. Um, Shifley down to 7,100 with Wheeler at 6,800. That's about the cheapest you're going to get. For some reason, Daily Faceoff now has Patrick Laine on the left wing instead of the right wing, and they brought Jack Roslovic on the second line. That just shows the desperation that they're really under here. And let's check if there's injuries here. Yeah, Ellers is listed on the injury report there, guys. Ellers on the injury report. So look into that. I don't have time at this point in nature to look at it, but these are good indications for us to give you that first take. Look up Ellers if he's not playing tomorrow. Does Patrick Laine really mesh well with Little and Roslovic? That's really what you want to do. I think you want to play it safe and go with this first line on Winnipeg. Going down here, Trouba, he's in play at 4,500. Ben Sherratt, I played him the other day, got me just like 1 point, but he's a price-saving guy that can get your points there. 9 shots, 9 blocks in the past 5. It's a nice little 1-pointer. I'll take it. No one else, though. And Hellebuck, first glance, I think you have to think that he might get his act together if it is him. So the only reason I'm really on this, and maybe it's not the right reason to be on it, but you have to think this way. Teams that get embarrassed sometimes have a fury to be lit. Now, didn't work out with Rangers. Rangers got lit up by the Penguins, and everyone thought, which side's it going to be? Is it going to be Avalanche came around and thumped their ass again? So I don't see that with Winnipeg. So I do look for Winnipeg. I look for this to be a high-scoring venture, 4-3, Winnipeg winning, but I want a little bit of piece of both. I know I'm going to run into salary issues, but I'm going to try to do my best.
If you think it's going to go 4-3, dude, I don't want any goalie here. Which sucks because I'm still only left with Fleury then. So my goalie pool is really narrowing down quite well, right? With that being said, I mean, honestly, it for me, it has been Seguin, Radulov, Spezza. That's it as far as forwards go. I do like Miro Heiskanen. Obviously, the kid's a great player heading to the All-Star game, deservingly so. John Klingberg, man, he's shooting the puck a ton, blocking shots, 2 power play points, almost 25 minutes ice time, 5,600. You know what I'm saying? It's great. He's doing all right. I'd like to see him score. And at 5,600, you need him to score. Maybe today's tomorrow, or tomorrow's the day for him to score. So GPP shot with Klingberg, I wouldn't mind. And Jared, I'm with you. Winnipeg here, man. I look for him to come out, just shooting like madmen for real and doing whatever they can to score here. Like you said, that second line is all screwed up here. So they move Cal Connor up, right? Because of the Ehlers injury. But then they move Laine to the left wing.
I never knew Line A to be a dual-sided winger.
I
Well,
only
no, he's on that left point, right, when he's on the power play.
is he?
I thought they had him there at one point.
He is.
Okay, so that's why they moved him the left side then.
Right. I get that, but why not just bring like Perot up?
Yeah, Perot was he did score a lot on that third line, but you would think that he'd still score with Line, right? I mean,
I don't know, man. It's a little confusing for me. So here you go. I'll throw it out there. Kyle Connor, Patrick Laine, Mark Scheifele, Blake Wheeler. That's all I want. Those four. That's it. It's the only four I think you can really trust.
You trust him enough to stack three, or are you just pairing?
I will probably. Well, they're all four on the power play together. I don't want to run all four of them. That's really pricey. Don't you think?
I feel like I want to run three. The more I sit here and talk about this game, I feel like this could be the line of the night, you know.
Okay.
And I don't know how many people are going to be super on them because of how bad they've been lately.
Yeah, but a minus 185 home favorite, right?
Yeah, it's interesting too. I mean, Dallas has been playing better.
Right, but like if you're gonna run the three and you're only gonna run three, right? Don't you think you just stick with the whole top line?
Yeah.
What most people?
Depends on their view of Line A, I guess, because I mean the dude hasn't scored in now 6 games for sure.
No, I'm seeing Liney with a goal.
Oh, I thought you were saying all first line. I thought you meant first line in the forward combination.
Well, yeah. I'm saying I see Line. You said Liney hasn't scored a goal in 6 games. I said, yeah, I'm seeing a goal.
Oh, okay. That must have been a couple videos ago that I was thinking he had.
I know he was on a streak where he didn't score for quite some time. I know that. You're absolutely right there. But I don't know. It's a little confusing. I just think if Winnipeg, if people play that top line, I want line A. I guess. I don't know. And I don't want goalies here. So that's it for me. True or Morrissey at 5,100. I don't like that. It's, I just too much for me. I'd rather have Jacob Trouba at 4,500. Even Tyler Myers at 3,600. Probably Myers is my favorite defenseman here at 3,600 DK price. And again, no goalies. I ruled them out because I can see this game going over the 6 certainly. Probably leaning that way right now. Although, I mean, realistically, both these goalies could stand on their head. Have great games. We'll get out of this one. Next game up, Chicago Blackhawks heading into Pittsburgh, take on the Pittsburgh Penguins. The Pens are a minus 235 home favorite. Over under of 6 in this game. I seen Cam Ward and Matt Murray, which makes me extremely nervous. What do you like here?
All right. All right. So, did you say it was Matt Murray, right?
That's what I seen. Yeah, I don't know if it's confirmed.
Well, you know what? The Penguins certainly are probably going to be all, up in arms, pissed off. The Chicago ended their little, I think they had like a little 3 or 4 games. No, Chicago had the losing streak of like 6 or 7 or 8 games, and then went to Pittsburgh and won. That's what it was. So for me, I think that this Pens team is an overhauled team, or at least playing together well, and I like the Penguins in this one, and I don't think that Chicago is going to be the team to stop them tomorrow. So I like Gensel, and this is an unconventional way to do this, and I know, and I'm just saying this because I'm playing off streaks here, and I will play off streaks. This fourth line down here with Matt Cullen and Zach Aston Reese, I want that action in a GPP because Zach Aston Reese and Matt Cullen have been playing great hockey in the past 5 games here. Past couple for sure that I've noticed. Zach Aston Reese scored against the Rangers, and that's where he's from. So Joe's right when he says, like, yeah, I think he must listen to that satellite radio's NHL. It gets lucky there, but when they talk about narratives, it's a great thing. And listen, we can name tons of narratives. Hockey Fights Cancer Night. Brian Boyle, as a cancer survivor, gets a hat trick. I mean, these narratives matter. Birthday things. The other day, Nico Heischer gets a birthday goal. I mean, these things are important to see because, like Joe says, people will feed them an extra chance or two in a game because they want that night to mean something to that guy. You know, a hockey career is 1 out of 7, you know, a 7th of a lifetime, maybe, you know, an 8th of a lifetime here when you're special at it. So hockey's not forever, but the moment that you make something of it, that's forever. And that's what these guys try to do. But for me, I like the Gensel-Crosby pair tomorrow in the cash game play. And I like Cullen and Reese as a nice little GPP play here. Phil Kessel down on that third line one-off, sure. You can play Kessel with Crosby and Gensel in a cash game. I have no problems there. I'm going to leave out Malkin Hornquist to this one. Just certainly haven't been impressed there with Hornquist. I think he's burned me the past couple times. Kessel, I think, burned me there before, but he's 6 power play points in the past 5. You got to throw Kessel in with Crosby and Gensel in a cash game play. Highly expensive, but guess what? I've done it with Colorado at the beginning of the year when all those guys were upwards of high 7s. So you can afford Crosby, Kessel, and Gensel tomorrow. No problem. Letang I'm going to leave off tomorrow just due to some price savings here. If anything, 2,900 Marcus Pettersson. He's a sneaky play, guys, but I think he's really meshing well with Jack Johnson. So much that now they're the second D pairing. So that is a nice little action going on. Ole Mata, 3,900. I just wish he was a little bit cheaper there. 3,400, I'd be on him. So, yeah, it's Marcus Pettersson for me on that second D at 2,900. That's where I like there. And Matt Murray, yeah, I'm going to play the streak that he keeps it together. You go over to this Chicago team. It's Cahoon on that first line, 3,300. Play him. He's getting great time on ice. And he's got some points to back it up. Then 3,300, why not? Go over Kane at $8,000 if you wanted to one-off him or play him with Strome. Certainly there. I'm certainly not looking at Chicago's power play, though. I'm going to do straightforward pairings if you do want to game script them on there. I mean, there is some power play greatness that's happening there. 4 power play points for Kane and Taves. But this Penguins team is just they've been lights out really on the penalty kill. So they only take 2.5 penalties a game on home ice yet to boot. They are 18th in the league, but I've seen several streaks where they've killed off 18 straight and to break. And then they had 1 power play goal scored on them recently. And then like a few games before that, they had like a 20 in a row kill off streak. So penalty kill has been better for the Penguins. So that's why I'm looking at line pairs. So, yeah, it is Penguins for me. I don't think a shutout is in order by any means. I think you could certainly make a case to one-off Brandon Saad if you want, Dominic Cahoon if you want. Kane's an expensive one-off that I'm not going to be able to afford because certainly Penguins, it seemed to be on paper the way to go.
I'm pretty certain I don't agree with you here. I agree with everything you said, right? But I'm thinking that you left out one crucial aspect. That one crucial aspect is Chicago has won either 9 of the last 10 meetings or 10 of the last 11 meetings between these two teams. Chicago has Pittsburgh's number, period. I'm playing Chicago. And here's the other thing, Jared. Come on, man. Full disclosure, we're both Pens fans, right? You trust Matt Murray, man? Like, don't you just feel like this is the game for the letdown? I mean, it just feels like this is the game. I'm not telling you to play anybody at all from Chicago. I'm not saying to do that. If you're going to do that, Patrick Kane to me is almost a cash game lock, even at 8K. Man, the guy produces. It's all he does is produces points. So I love him. But I think these guys can score. I also agree with you, Jared. Don't play the power play unit from Chicago against Pittsburgh. If you're going to play these guys, play the line combos, pairings off the lines. You know, you want to do Kane with Anasimov, Toes with Saad, Cahoon, something like that. It'll be pair them like that. Pittsburgh does have a great penalty kill. If it's going to be Ward here too, I want a shot on Ward. I don't want no part of Murray. You could think I'm crazy, like whatever, man. I know. Pittsburgh, all on paper, this is a game that Pittsburgh comes in here, wins handily, 4-1 at home. Everybody smiles as they're leaving PPG Arena down there. You know what I mean? But man, Jared, this is that all what do we call it? Uninvited gut feeling here. Everybody in the Slack's been pronouncing their gut feelings later. I've not done so. Here's my gut feeling. My gut feeling is Chicago comes in here and beats Pittsburgh, man. I'm not playing Pittsburgh. If you want to play Pittsburgh, you guys know where to go. I'll tell you what I do each and every time I play Pittsburgh. I play Crosby, I play Malkin, I play Kessel. Is it expensive? Yes. Do I do it? Yes, I absolutely do it because I also know that if you come down here defensively, you can grab Marcus Pettersson at 2,900 and fill the void. He's opportunistic. He's a great defensive player. I also think that since the addition of Marcus Peterson, that the Pittsburgh's defense has turned around, man. Some people don't think so. Chicago wins this game, man. That's all I got here. You want to put a buck on it?
I was just about to say before that or before the next game, Raiders. My debt was paid off. I did PayPal the money over that I did owe. So, yeah, let's put a buck on it. My gut tells me the other way.
All right. So there you heard it, guys. For a buck. I'm taking.
It's all messed up the McDonald's combo meal at this point.
I'm telling you, I'm getting there. I'm getting there, man. I'm working towards that night out with the old lady, bud.
I'll tell you what. Speaking of McDonald's, Cole, your McDonald's sucks up there in Canada. Holy rip, it's expensive. There ain't even a dollar menu.
What?
They don't even have a dollar menu. Like my wife got her order and it was like $10 just for her. I'm like, we're over this.
Damn, some frozen patties be $10. Whoo.
Right.
Oh, that's crazy. They still have Tim Hortons and we don't, so it don't matter.
Oh, way better. I still don't know how to pronounce what I ordered at Starbucks. I walk up and I'm like, I just want a black coffee. I don't know what you call it.
Oh, I'm a Starbucks lover. I drink Cafe Verona. Love it. Absolutely love it. I get it even here at the house, man. You know, people ask me that question, you know, when somebody knows you drink coffee. Is it Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks? Man, the answer, Starbucks, period.
Well, breakfast sandwiches, though, man, Dunkin' got it on. I remember in college, there's breakfast sandwiches, Dunkin' Donuts. Oh.
Which is true, but if I'm eating breakfast, man, I'm going to sit down. Anyway, let's go. What are we doing here? DFS hockey. Next game up, and you guys just everybody heard it. Chicago's gonna win. Jared's gonna pay me another $1, but he's not gonna pay ballot to me until my winnings gather up more. Edmonton Oilers heading into Anaheim, take on the Anaheim Ducks. Lowest total on the slate, 5.5 over under. Anaheim a -125 home favorite. Should be Cam Talbot and John Gibson, and I do believe it's the lowest total on the slate for a reason. What do you like here?
Oh man, almost the way DFS has worked for me is this is the game you stack, right? It's just turned out that way the past couple of days, but you don't let your gut and your past few streaks really run into what the stats are really telling us. I'm looking at high danger chances here because I've been on that kick, and both these teams are the bottom 7 teams in the league on high danger chances. Now, one thing I can say about this is when I look at Edmonton Oilers have given up. Let me just do a quick filter here. The most high danger goals against in the last 10 games here. So that being said, I'm going to run with my stats here. They've now promoted Daniel Sprong first line. Daniel Sprong back in play on Anaheim, right alongside Brian Getzlaf. I don't have any problem with it. Andre Kasha, he's still got 2 goals in the past 5, but he's certainly calmed down. Same with Silverberg here. For me, I think I'm just aiming more towards Getzlaf and Sprong on that first line. I'm not going to go heavy on this game. Even if I'd want to one-off one of those guys, I could see that. But I do want a part of this game. Something tells me, seeing that they're giving up that many high danger chances here, that I think this is a game Anaheim gets a few goals here. So even if I look at that, let's say the second power play unit, maybe I want a little piece of Adam Henrique and a little piece of Daniel Sprong, or a little piece of Daniel Sprong and Jacob Silverberg there. That would be my play. Any of those pairs there, that second power play unit, that 3-person combo. That's where their production's been. And I bet even though they're listed as second power play, I bet they might even get a little bit more than that first line with the production. So I like Anaheim a little bit more. Certainly, I will have interest in Gibson here. He's 0-2-2 in the past 5, but he's due. Going over to this Edmonton team here, I think it's simple. Let's look at Connor McDavid one-off. 8,200, I get it. And don't forget, Edmonton is on a back-to-back tonight, right? Because I got Cassian in the lineup. So Edmonton's on a back-to-back. So McDavid, 8,200, my God. He's got 12 points in 5 games. Draisaitl, 6,500. He's got 9 points in 5 games. If you want to one-off either one of those guys, I'm completely for it. That's all I'm going to tell you. Because really, my game script tells me I like Anaheim a little bit more. But I have no problem one-offing those first 2 guys. Going down, obviously, I'm not going to have any interest in the goaltender situation if I don't think they're going to win. So, no interest in goalies.
I don't have any interest in Talbot, but I do have interest in Gibson. I think he can win this game by giving up just 1 goal.
Yeah.
If I think that they're only going to give up 1 goal, that Gibson's only going to give up 1 goal, I only want Draisaitl and McDavid. That's pretty much it for me. Don't want to do anything else here. Darnell Nurse defensively, I don't have a problem there. But
the point value you can get, though, don't let this game fool you, because if Draisaitl and McDavid are involved in 2 goals, you need them. You need those points, right? Because that's going to be 5.5 apiece. That's 11 points in 2 guys.
You could. Yeah, but couldn't you say that for just about any pairing?
Not when these guys have 12 points and 9 points and 5. How many pairings have that production at
Oh,
5?
no. I'm not saying that, but you're also looking at 14.7 price tag.
Oh yeah. That was certainly you're putting all your marbles in this game if you
Yeah,
play
I
that.
mean, I don't mind it. I'm just saying, like, you think I think Gibson has just as good a shot giving up 1 goal to these guys as they do scoring 2 goals.
Yeah.
Fair?
Oh, certainly. Yeah, Gibson could shut him out with and face 34 shots.
Okay. I like Gibson more than I like Edmonton.
And certainly Anaheim being home ice, you're right. They're going to put Getzlaf all over McDavid all night.
Right. And here's the other thing. If they, and you know this as well, if Anaheim scores first, man, this game totally changes. Anaheim was going to slow it down, man. All you have to do is score first. They're going to slow it down. They do every single time. I don't know. I like Anaheim here. But Edmonton, it's definitely McDavid and Draisaitl. I can't argue that. And I like Darnell Nurse. That Cassian at 3K starting on that top line with McDavid. I mean, that's an obvious cash play. For cash gamers out there. Anaheim over here, Jared, I think you did a pretty good job talking about them too as well. I do like Spronger with Getzlaf. I like that pairing. Kiefer Sherwood, I don't know a damn thing about. I don't play a whole lot of Anaheim, but Andre Kasha, I like that. 5,900. Adam Henrique, 3,600. I like the second line. That's kind of interesting. Richie Henrique and Andre Kasha. It's pretty nice. Extremely cheap. That'd be a way to get some of them top guys in if you wanted to play the bigger guys from Winnipeg or the bigger guys from Washington or the bigger guys from Pittsburgh. Come over here and take a look at that second line of Anaheim. That's really nice. Defensively, Brandon Montour, Hampus Lindholm. That's it for me. Josh Manson, 3,300, pretty decent price savings. Hell, even Jacob Larson at 2,600, pretty fair for price saving. That's about it for me, man. I do like Gibson. I got a ton of interest in Gibson, man. I already got him circled up here. And I'm left with 3 goalies, Fleury, Ward, and Gibson. That's all I'm looking at so far to start building with. That's how it looks. And with that being said, Jared, you want to jump into the game here, get this rolling, we'll get out of here.
Yeah, let's jump into the game. And you know what? I'll let you take the reins tonight here on your pick first.
Booyah! Chicago, line 2, Anisimov, Strome, and Kane.
All right, let me load up mine here because I didn't write them down beforehand. But you know what? For me, I'm going Detroit line 2, Thomas Vanek, Franz Nielsen, and Anthony Mantha. So Detroit line 2 for me.
Oh, great. It gives me then the opportunity to go ahead and select my snowflake stack, which will come from the New York Rangers. Line 1. Kreider, Zibanejad, Jesper Fast. What you got for your snowflaker?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep with that same game, and I'm gonna go Arizona line 1 here at Alex Galchenyuk, Derek Stepan, and Clayton Keller.
That's a good call. That game's going to be really low scoring.
Yeah, I think so too.
Boulder Award, Holtby, I think, is the only possible pick.
Well, you really shit on my diamond stack there, didn't you?
Yeah, I had
Unless
to.
I get 12 points worth of shots and blocks.
Well, I just, you know what I mean. Gibson realistically shutting out Edmonton is, I mean, he could, but I don't see that. I see.
You know what? Back-to-back shouts. Matt Murray, Chicago.
Oh my gosh, dude, you're killing me. So you just wanted to shit on my line too, or my diamond stack because I shit on your diamond stack. That's all it was. Revenge. That's narrative.
Yeah.
Rolling down narrative street there. But whatever, guys. Great show. Appreciate everything. We're going to get out of here, finish out the rest of our Saturday night.
Before we go, within the next week, we'll have that hat giveaway sorted out. Basically, we're just trying to narrow down that we can find basically some site that can tell us, like, well, as long as YouTube has our first 100 subscribers in chronological order is what I'm thinking. Hopefully, we can find that information. Who's been the longest subscriber in the list 1 to 100. And then we'll do a random number generator, pick the 100. And that number, we'll look at it, obviously, and determine that whether they're friends or family, they're out, obviously. We want this to be the true people who are out there watching nightly. I mean, maybe not watch nightly, but someone random for sure.
Sure. And we've had a few that's been around with us for a while, so it's awesome.
I don't know if I'm developing a bias and I am with Cole, Mitch, or Raiders, but either or,
Yeah.
We had one girl that watched like a couple days, even that Rangers fan that was a girl.
Yeah. We've had a good run here so far, I think.
We're getting 40 views a video, it seems, right around there. So, hey, whether I watch us live or not, we appreciate the support.
That's right. That being said, guys, give us that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. You want to get hooked up in our Slack channel? That's awesome, too. Drop me the email below or hit me up on Twitter at DFS Quarry. I'll send that invite out to you and get you in the Slack channel. It's always in there. People talking DFS all day long, hockey all day long. It's great. You can follow Jared at JSMiner87. My personal Twitter page is at JoeMiner3131. Normally over on the DFS Quarry page, though, so better chance hit me up over there. But with that being said, good luck to everyone, and we'll see you back again tomorrow.